She gave me a big hug today. I felt it like her nipple or something. Either that or she had a pencil in her pocket.
The engine is shit. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the vwnut 1967 channel on YouTube. That is the 1500 H block out of my 67 with the number 2 cylinder problem. We're going to find out what is wrong with the number 2 cylinder by digging into the number 2 cylinder. There were a lot of different ways in the last video's comment section about how to discover. I'm going to show you how I discover. So I'm going to start by taking off the clutch and pressure plate, and I'll bring you guys back when I get that off of there, and we'll get her up on the engine stand and start digging into it. We have been driving, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, oh, just a little bit. The 64 is out there. It's been doing just fine. We been trying not to grab second gear too awful dang hard, but if it happens again, we know how to fix it. So we'll get right back over on the back side of this and get the engine stand out and clutch and pressure plate off of there and find out what's happening. Well, we got it on the stand without any problems. It's on the stand. I took the screen out of the bottom with the oil drain situation. I'm letting the oil finish draining out of there. Then we'll start digging into that side. Once we get the tins off of there and things like that, I'll bring you guys in for a closer look. So I'll see you in a few. I'll be dismantling the Volkswagen engine. I'm sure in this playlist that this is on, there is an entire build of this engine. I'm sure of it. I did it with my friend Musty One. Shouldn't be anything too terribly exciting. Let's pull the fan shroud off of here right now. Oh, never mind. I had to pull the carburetor first, then the fan shroud. I apologize. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. We'll be right back. Alright, we'll get the fan shroud off of here this time for sure. For sure. Yep. Alright, this is the side with the problem, so that's the side we'll work on. Go ahead and get the intake off of there. Alright, we'll get that pea shooters off, then we can go after that tin. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pull the pea shooters off of there. Alright, we'll get that heater box off of there, pull that tin off of there. We'll work on what's inside the valve cover and what's inside the head.
Quick as shit.
Okay, ignore the dudes in the background because link for them two will be in the description. You know, those two. But nothing really. Nothing really jumping out there.
Watching her. I had my eyeball on her. She gave me a big hug today. I felt like her nipple or something. Either that or she had a pencil in her pocket.
You can't take him. You can't take him anywhere.
What, Tina?
It may be this intake valve right here. I'm gonna get these cleaned up and I'll bring you guys back. Let's see what we can see. It may just be that it needs to have a valve job done. Maybe just lap the valves. Listen, it's not like a rim job, Diz. It's different. It's a valve. It's lapping the valves. Yeah. All right, we'll be back in a second. Good thing I have a great support team here. All right, so here's where we're at now. The piston top looked okay. We got the head cleaned up. I'm gonna dump a little bit of gas into both sides of the head. If there's a leak in the head around the valves, it's going to drip into the catch container right there. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I was told to use gas and not water because it will sift its way out a little bit easier. Water has a tendency to just sit there, I guess. So this is now a no smoking area. All right, we'll let those sit and I'll bring you guys back in a while. We'll see what happens. All right, it looks like they're both gonna hold. That's my guess. Okay, so that head did hold water, or not water, it did hold the gasoline just fine. I've taken a good look at the piston and the rings. There doesn't seem to be any scoring in the cylinder or any slop in the piston. I'm going to bolt the piston or the head back on there, and I'm going to see if there's compression just by rolling it over by hand. If there is, I'm going to carry on. I have some stainless pushrod tubes for this car, so since I'm this far in on this side, I'm just going to move over to the other side, get the stainless pushrod tubes in all the way around, clean up as I'm going, and I'll keep you guys with me as I'm doing it. Maybe it'll probably going to carry on into tomorrow would be my best guess. Alright, so I have the head bolted back on and torqued down. I'm going to just kind of keep my finger right here. There's no rocker arms, so the valves are all closed. We'll see how this sounds. I'm gonna say it's gonna be okay. We'll get her back together and see what happens. Alright, so we're on the 3/4 side of the head. This is the next day. We got that.
It's on the 517 32s.
of course, my two friends, they're still here, obviously. I didn't find nothing in the head, nothing on the cylinders. The whole reason I pulled this one apart is, like I said, I've got some stainless push rod tubes that we're putting in there. So we just took it apart because we were this far into it. Get her snapped back together and get some tins on it and get it in the car, run a compression test, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, I'd say for the most part we've got her all the way mostly back together now. Back together enough I can get it off the stand, put the clutch and pressure plate back on it, and get it back underneath the car and see what happens. I don't think we should have too many surprises. If we do, then the engine is shit, because, well, we covered everything external, so if it still has problems, it's deep in there, and we'll take it apart and do it again. So I'll bring you guys back once it's on the ground and going up in the car. I think I probably have enough for this video, so I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here. Feel free to join us next time when we stuff this in the car and see what's happening. That's how I diagnose the problems with my car. However you choose to do it with your cars, however you choose to do it. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you in a couple of days. Well, you guys didn't think I'd leave you without Bettina. It's rainy, so she's just inside. Thank you for saying goodbye to the people. She's just inside under her blanket.